How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. Today I'm going to talk about the Kura Sushi stock. Kura Sushi did not sponsor this video. I do not currently own any Kura Sushi stock, and I may or may not buy it in the future. This video is for informational purposes only. So always do your own research before making any investment decisions. Today I have a brand new MooMoo app promotion. It's the best I've ever seen it. If you deposit $100, you get 5 free shares of stock. If you deposit $1,000, you get 10 free shares of stock and $100 free. This is a cash reward that you have to use to buy stock. You can't just cash it out and bring it home or anything. If you deposit $5,000 or more into your MooMoo brokerage account, you can then get 1 free share of Tesla or Google stock. Check out my affiliate link down in the video description below. You look at the Kura Sushi stock and it's quite envious, right? You're like, how come I didn't get in on that 233% gain over the past few years? Keep in mind, I'm concentrating on the US subsidiary. They have a huge chain in Japan and Asia already. In Japan, it has 400 locations with 35 years of history, but the US subsidiary was opened in 2008. Currently, it has 46 locations in the US and 16 more coming soon. Every single new store is kind of like advertising for their stock. People go and eat there and then go, wow, all these robots going on. This is the future. I love sushi. And maybe you're just like me and you just think about maybe it's a good time to buy the stock because it's so popular. An hour and a half to 2 hours of wait. If you guys do go, even if you sign up for the wait list, you have to tell the server that you have arrived. Then they'll put you on a different queue and then you have to wait a little bit more, like 20-30 minutes still. It has the conveyor belt thing. You can eat at your own pace. You can eat however many plates that you want, 20 plates, whatever. Nobody's gonna look at you, mainly because you can put all these plates in those little slots and no one will know you piled up like 20 plates and you look like a pig. Each plate has like a little plastic cover in case people are just like sneezing on it or licking your sushi. Currently, each plate sells for around $3.60, and in my experience, if you eat like 8 or 9 plates or so, the final out the door price after tax and tip and everything is around $35 to $40 a person. If you don't eat as much as I do, well, you can get away with maybe $30, I think. If you're in Asia and you go to a Kura Sushi, the price is a lot cheaper than the US. 40 Taiwan dollars per plate. This translates to about $1.25. This is 1/3 the cost over there. Man, cost of living in the US is really crazy. Most of it's probably going towards rent and paying everybody. It's a technology oriented company, so they have an app. If you spend $50 or more, you get a coupon to use. That's $5 for the next time that you go. Personally, this doesn't work very well for me. I tried using it once because it expires within 2 weeks. That makes you have to go pretty frequently in order to take advantage of this $5. So most of the time, whenever I get it, I just, don't care about it because I don't want to eat Kura Sushi that often. There's also a reward system, which is kind of genius. You eat 15 plates, and once you put in the 15 plate, all these animation goes on the ordering system. On the 7th or 8th plate, it also does like a halfway point and then says, oh, you're really close to, saving the sushi person, or there's some story behind it. But once you eat the 15 plates, it makes all this noise and fuss, and this little toy ball comes down from the chute. There's a little toy thing at every single table or bar area, and the toy dispenser dispenses you a ball with like a little gimmicky toy inside. It might be like an eraser, a keychain, and then they rotate this. It's not always the same keychain. They collaborate with different kind of characters, and so there's always something new. Great for kids, and there is a secondary market for these keychains. You can flip them. I flipped these things for like $10 on eBay after getting them. They also have a robot that delivers your drinks and wasabi. They have a plate disposal at every table or every counter seat.
Go away.
When you're done, you can also scan the kiosk at your table and pay within your phone. Quality, though, I'd say it's like hit or miss. Half the time is really good, and half the time it's like a little bit of a miss. Maybe the quality wasn't right on the spot right around the pandemic time. It seems like they have a bit of a consistency issue, some growing pains. Hopefully they can solve this in the future, in order to boost their stock price much higher. Personally, when I go to Asia, I much prefer Sushiro because I like their quality. Their consistency is a lot better. There's a larger variety even. I go to the Cupertino location, and it's about hour and a half to 2 hour wait. And I've been to the Austin one, same thing. Really huge lines. They need more restaurants. And I think this is part of the reason that's propelling the stock forward. Taking a quick look at the revenue, by the way, I got all these charts from MooMoo app, the one that I just talked about in the very beginning. Yes, other apps may provide the same thing, but I like to use the MooMoo app to look at the after hours trading price movements. If there's some big news going on, I go on the MooMoo app to see if it moo. Taking a look at the revenue here, it went from 2018 51 million to 64 million the next year, 45, 65 million, and then 141 million in 2022, doubling their revenue in one single year. I suppose because we're opening up, we're not caring about COVID anymore, everybody's going out again. Operating profit is a little bit scary. In 2020, they lost 16 million. 2021, they lost 10 million. 2022, they lost 750K. It's not a money-making type of restaurant over here, but it seems like a lot of companies like to do this, especially Amazon. They just like to increase revenue like crazy, not earn any money because they put all of their profits into opening up brand new restaurants. It might make sense over here because there's so much demand. I bet if they double their stores, they're gonna double their revenue. Taking a look at their PE ratio, there's no PE ratio, it's a loss. Price divided by negative earnings, so maybe they need like a negative PE ratio. Market cap of 903 million, total shares of 11 million, 52-week low of $38, 52-week high of $96, currently is at 81. So on a 1-year time base, it seems on the high side right now. Kind of like if you look at Amazon, right? In 2022, they made 514 billion, $500 billion. I probably contribute like $20,000 of revenue to Amazon. They lost $2.7 billion from this revenue. Some guy is in the accounting department and saying, hey, look, we got like $100 billion of profit over here. We gotta find some way to spend it all. Not a bad way to not pay any taxes, especially as a small business. You can cancel out your earnings with spending. Let's take a look at this PS, which is price divided by sales per share. You can see it has historically hovered around 4. Price is 4 times sales. But then over the past few days, it skyrocketed to around 5.7 or so. This means that it's relatively expensive in the short term, but if you zoom out to the 2-year time frame, it has historically been even higher than that. They really need to open up more stores and quick. And please open up one near me. Although they don't have a demand problem, I still feel like they can do better in terms of quality. I think they're attracting more people in terms of technology. They have pretty good food most of the time, but they can actually do better in freshness, in the quality of the fish, in the sizing of the fish, because I felt like it's gotten a little bit thinner over the past few times I went. Naturally, you want to see who heads it, right? So let's take a look at the CEO. His name is Hajime Uba. I think that means hurry up, right? Hajime means beginning. Has served as president and CEO of Kura Sushi USA since 2008. He holds a BA degree from Kansai University in Japan. Interesting. From 2000 to 2004, he was a restaurant manager and then a regional manager. From 04 to 08, he headed operations for Kura Sushi, where he oversaw the expansion and grew it from 30 to 180 restaurant locations. And then in 08, he headed Kura Sushi USA. In 2017, he became board of directors. So let's take a look at his salary. In 2022, he earns a total compensation of $650,000, base pay of $370,000. This is the kind of stuff I like to do. Just go dig around who runs it, what kind of products they make, actually go to the restaurant, eat there, see what kind of technology they have, see what kind of lines they have. Will I invest in this? I feel like there's a lot of hype around it and it has pumped the stock price up pretty high. So this might be an expensive stock, I would say. You're not getting really good value out of it. Not to say that it won't power up higher, because they're going to open up more stores and more hype is going to go around it, but it's really dangerous to play with hype. You just never know when it's going to go out of fashion and all of a sudden the stock price collapses. So my gut feeling for this is sit and wait. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this research. Don't forget to give me a like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.